Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ninth Gear Broadcasting here, and we are back with the MMS Money Series. And tonight we are out here and we're watching the Gen 4 Impalas, and we are at Talladega Super Speedway. And I'm out here joined, as always, alongside by Kevin. Kevin, how we doing on this lovely Wednesday afternoon?
Doing great, Luke. Doing great. I'm super excited for this new series. It's the Little Dog, Big Dog series with MMS back on teams of 3 tonight. Let's take a look at the teams real quick, Luke, and see what we got going on here. We got some very interesting teams. Not sure if they have any names, but we got 12 different teams of 3 drivers. They were drafted Monday, and these guys have gotten to know each other and are ready to race together for a whole season of action on Wednesday nights, Luke.
Yeah, we're in for a treat this afternoon and the whole rest of the season out here. And I know it's going to be an exciting first one out here. And to start us off on this poll out here, I know we got a decent field out here to start. We're just going to go and let it roll through the screen out here as they're going to be pacing around out here and getting ready to go green. Currently, I am reading a 34 car field on the afternoon right now. Kyler Wynn getting the pole there. Garrett Maines 2, Flanagan 3, and John Ward 4th, just in main your top 4. As we work our way down through the grid out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got a stacked field tonight for the season opener. Super exciting stuff coming. We got 60 laps of Talladega in the Gen 4s. One of my personal favorites, Luke. I think we're going to have a super action-packed, exciting race out here.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Kevin, and we're getting ready to get this thing kicked off as the pace car is making its way in. For the first time tonight.
Here we go, Kyler Wynn. First time of the season, first time of the evening. Here we go. Kyler Wynn on command with Garrett Maines on his outside. Green flag, we're racing for the first time here with MMS Team Series. Side by side, up through the gears.
Off they go. See the lines starting to form out and make their runs.
Yeah, definitely an iffy restart towards the back half of the pack. It seems like some of the guys didn't go when prompted to. Some of the guys went a little early, but all sorting it together, getting tightened up as we are racing the first lap of the season out here.
And you see all the trade paint schemes loading through right now, taking their sweet time as per usual, but they're already starting that third line right now.
Yeah, that third line's getting going out there. We see 3 cars up there. How about the 92 of John Ward holding it strong up there on the third line, being pushed around by Cody Nagels.
Kyler Wynn leading the inside, and Garrett Maines on the lead of the second line.
Second line's generating a decent run, being pushed around by Jeff Merck. Seems like we're pretty even, though, across the 3 lines as of right now. And the wrecking happens fast. The caution flies.
Searching back, it is near the back half of the field. As focus on the camera was up near the front pack, we see it happen near the back.
Yeah, trying to get a read on what happens here.
Boy, the first one comes early here on lap 3 of 60. Let's go ahead and go back, maybe take a look at the chopper overhead here and see where we can find this one. I believe it's between the number 22 and the 25 to start. Corey Wright giving the pushes. Oh.
Yeah, the 22 and the 25 of Wright and Michael Wingo getting into it together here very early in this thing. Not sure if we have a fast repair. I'm getting one fast repair in the evening, so no one's out of it yet. But definitely not a great look for Michael Wingo of team number 8. Not a great look for the 22 of Corey Wright, who's sitting on team number 4.
Yeah, definitely a couple hard hits for all those guys and some damaged cars already very early on. Definitely not some you want to see early on, but they're all rolling into the pits now, and we're seeing our first cycle happen. Full field making its way in. Everybody making the cycle out. It looks like it's going to be Garrett Maines leading them out here at Pit Road.
Based around here early, Luke, you think it's just, early season, early race jitters out here, or you think we're going to see a lot of cautions out here?
It's tough to say. I mean, I want to say it's just early race jitters out here. I know it's been a little while, but, who knows? I would like to note out that it was in the back of the pack, not up there near the front, so who knows? Maybe the guy's just scrambling a little bit, expecting the green flag run, not wanting to leave the main front pack there, getting a little nervous. Who knows? Either way, I think we just chalk that one at some early race jitters out here. It's still early on, hoping the guys shape it up. What about you?
I gotta agree. I think we're going to see some hard racing, but I think here very shortly we're going to start seeing some clean racing as these guys settle in.
Yeah, we'll have to see out here. It's going to be Garrett Maines on the inside, John Ward on his outside, I believe, when we go green. They're filing it up 2 by 2. Tyler Wynn and David Flanagan going to be the pushers.
Luke, currently best team in terms of average sitting position is Team 3 with John Ward, Richard Elliott, and Sean Corbett. All sitting within the top 20 right now.
Yeah, definitely not looking too bad for them. The pace car is making its way in, and we're getting ready to go green out here for the second time of the afternoon. And thanks for the sub.
Garrett Maines going to be on the command this time with John Ward on his outside.
I'll be honest with you, Kevin, I didn't know we had our subscriber thing set up. That was pretty damn cool. But we're green flag racing out here, and it's Garrett Maines with the jump. to go, getting up through the gears.
Yeah,
Outside
we're
line's
too
getting
wide
the
all the
run.
way through, but seems like Kyler and Garrett Maines were briefly both clear, but here comes that outside line led by John Ward. They are making a huge run.
Number 6 tries to join him, but decides to come back down. John Ward cycling up there to the front.
David Flanagan left to be the leader of the outside line, pushed around by Jeff Merck.
David Flanagan going to be the leader start of this lap. He's going to be clear to make the
come
transfer.
down and clear in front of John Ward.
You see Cody Nagels is in a pretty nice spot. He's pushing the outside line. Let's see where he's sitting right now.
That is quite the field of view.
It's just because of my monitor, don't worry. Just lets us
Okay.
be able to see a little better.
That's an interesting one. I don't mind
The
that.
gyro. You get a sense of how much these things are really turning out here.
Cody Nagels on the outside, Jeff Merck on the inside. Both of them holding their lines pretty tight. We haven't seen that third line start working yet this evening too much, Luke. We saw it there for maybe a lap or two before the first caution, but since then they've been a little afraid. What do you think?
Yeah, I imagine they're just kind of trying to settle into that groove out here. You know, we're not even into the double-digit lap marker as of yet. You know, we're getting ready to start the 10th lap out here, so we still got 50 more laps to go at the start of this next one to go. I imagine we just want to get things settled and just get in a good groove and rhythm.
Absolutely, that inside line looking to make something happen. Maybe trying to clear Jeff Merck up if you're John Ward, because they are really pushing 3 deep. As you see Nathan Harper back there also trying to get it going on the inside.
Passing a couple lap cars there on the high line.
Yeah, they're making their way past lap traffic of Axel Smith. Right now he's going to drop down a lap. He's going to be alongside the, what I'm reading as the 9 car. Wait, sure. Huge push from Logan York into Cody Nagels up front, trying to get that outside line moving.
Landon Veliki, Asranoff, and Rashal all trying to make their way back up there to that lead group. They're trailing just by a little bit up there.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm sure they're confident in the another caution coming out here. Cody Nagel's going to clear if he wants it. He's going to opt to stay up with Logan York on that second line. And as he does that, Jeff Merck's going to have a good run.
Well, there goes the 82 on that high line. They're starting the third line now.
Yep, Kyler went up there trying it out. Malik Ray up there. You know, Luke, you gotta wonder. We see a lot of teamwork out here in these races, and these teams have really shifted with it being a little dog, big dog series. But you gotta wonder, you know, do these guys work with their old teammates a little bit too while they're working with their new teammates?
You know, I see if, you know, you're up there running near and you got one of your buddies who may not be on your team, but you can still benefit in the race just by helping them out a little bit. Why wouldn't
Absolutely.
you? Ooh. Cody Nagel's transferring around, trying to find the speed.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out, Luke, Landon Veliky and Trevor Asburnoff, as we were just talking about, have caught that main pack draft, and they're going to be looking to make something happen now.
And we see these guys have held out the third line here for a little while now, and it looks like they might be trying to start to settle in with that third line now. And it really makes for a different environment out here. You know, maybe you get trapped in that second line. It really makes for a dangerous position. In terms of heat, if you're up there pushing these guys, I know these things can get pretty hot with as fast as these things can go. And we see someone getting loose in the back. Oh, and hard into the wall! And that caused the whole field to fan out. Everyone's staying together. A couple cars are slow, but we're still green.
Still racing out here, but that was a hard hit.
That it was. We saw it in the corner of the screen there on the broadcast, but there's still 3 laps there for the lead. Don't want to take the focus off too much.
Yeah, this is some hard racing out here. As Garrett Maines is making his way up the sandwich line, as he is nose on nose with Cody Nagels and Jeff Merck.
Boy, and look at
They're
that
in
third
formation
line.
now.
Lap car is gonna like to just go below the apron, and a very smart move for him.
Yeah, the 22 car of Corey Wright, we saw getting an incident earlier in the evening, so...
Oh boy, and we see a fourth line getting started.
Yeah, the 62 of Landon Veliky trying not to give up any run possible, but he's going to file back into the third as it wasn't there. Garrett Maines is going to drop into the inside line.
Oh, and we got the yellow flag.
Right when things were getting good, we have a caution, Luke.
And just searching around here, Kevin. I mean, trying to figure out where this one might be. We're going to go back and maybe take a look at the replay. I'll be honest, the replay is not taking me to anybody.
I think super telling. I can see if I can find anything, but I've got to agree.
I read for a wreck. No, nothing on my end. I do not know. Any word from the guys in chat? Do you have the chat on by chance?
Okay, I'm seeing one car wreck, and it was a pretty brutal wreck, but
Who are we watching?
I'm hearing 45 from the RC was at the heart of the caution. Sean Corbett.
Oh, that was definitely 3. I at least saw 3 cars get mangled up in that one. Sean Corbett actually kind of made it out of it. Well, he made it out of it, but the cars around him didn't.
That's going to be the 21 car of...
15 involved. Whoever was in the
Chase
Menards
Mastretta
car.
involved.
Say whoever
Chris
was in the
McCullough
Menards car as
involved.
well. 15. Unfortunate.
Corbett's going to get the EOL for it, so give him the blame on that one.
Yeah,
that's going to leave us
out.
to a little pit action here, where it seems like the entire field is going to come in.
Yeah, once again, they're all kind of running that similar strategy. No one wanting to get left out to dry in terms of fuel situation here.
Can't blame them.
I most certainly cannot. You know, Kevin, I know you got a little situation coming up here in the PGR SummerSlam. So, you going to be running? And I know what is this? Is this a Talladega race? Is that right?
Yeah, it's going to be a Gen 6 race, so a little bit different, but I do believe that a lot of the guys in here are getting in the right headspace, getting some practice in on the track, and getting ready for that. That starts tomorrow, and I know a lot of the names in here are going to be running that. So we got a new series starting here with MMS, but we also have a race over at PGR that's going to be the center of attention for the next week or so for these guys.
That's going to be an exciting one. No doubt. And good luck to you, of course, going forward with that one. Out
We're
there.
gonna need it.
Yeah, I was about to say. Out there representing ninth gear. Garrett Maines is going to lead this one off once again, with Cody Nagel is going to be on his outside to start. All of them filing through, making through the pit cycles out here. We see a couple of the guys still making their way in and out. But, looking at that top 10, Kevin, it's kind of staying the same, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, and not too much movement so far, but I mean, right when we start to see that third line really start being utilized, which would undoubtedly shake things up, the caution flew. So hopefully we can get back to that three wide action pack racing.
Yeah, but we'll have to see, of course. See what pans out here. They're going to be too wide now, getting ready to go green next time. You get a little bit of opportunity to run out there and get a couple laps under your belt with these cars, Kevin. What's your senses on these Impalas?
Well, I mean, they're interesting because they are super quick. Um, I couldn't quite get a feel for the bumping because I was just messing around the whole time I was in there. But I heard some of the guys talking. One of the guys said, "Hey, can we push three deep in these cars?" And the answer was, tread easily, but yes, in theory you can. So be interesting to see how hard these guys try to push that.
Especially in the last couple laps out here. Who knows what they're going to do? Either way, pace car's going to be making its way in here in just a moment. We're going to be getting ready to go green out here once again. There it goes, and here we go. They're approaching the delayed restart.
And green, green, green. We are racing out here. Garrett Maines on the jump. And he's got a good push from David Flanagan there on the inside line. He's going to come on up in front of Cody Nagels. They're going to do some working together now, leaving the inside open to Flanagan. He's now going to be pushed around by the 26 of Nathan Harper.
Off they go down the back stretch.
Garrett Maines got the edge by about half a car length on the outside line there, but right when I say that, through the turns, the 23 is going to get a huge run going, and he's going to clear up. And he's going to be split by Maines.
Oh boy, and they're 3 wide now.
Flanagan split on what was a very tight maneuver by the 37 car of Garrett Maines, but a seemingly successful one as the 23 of David Flanagan is going to fade.
He's going to file way back there to the back.
Yeah, unfortunate for him, but I mean, as we can already see that this is being broken into 2 different groups of draft.
You can see the map, the separation's starting. If you don't have a good group working with you, drafting with you, you can really lose that draft and have no chance of finishing in the top 10 in this race.
Absolutely, and sometimes, you know, Luke, it's not even up to you. You just gotta hope the guys in front of you can figure it out and stay in the draft, because, you know, you can be stuck behind someone that isn't going quick enough and just no way around. Unfortunately, I think that's the case for a few of the drivers out here right now.
And definitely unfortunate for them. As for those up there in the front, they're making good work with what they got. They're all staying in a pretty tight formation as of now.
They're going to clear by 2. Garrett Maines and Cody Nagel is going to be able to drop inside in front of Nathan Harper. That's going to leave the top to Kyler Wynn being pushed around by the 48 or the 28 of Malik Ray. Their eyesight is not very good.
Transfer there to the inside is Cody.
Yeah, and the run continues for the 82 of Kyler Wynn. He's not quite going to clear it.
Oh boy, 3 wide up there, the number 4 and the number 23 making a run on that high line.
Yeah, and you could feel that Kyler Wynn wanted to clear that, but not quite there. He's going to be stuck in front of a probably super hot Malik Ray. The run continues though, and here comes the 82 trying to give Cody Nagels a
And there's that third line out of nowhere.
business.
Everyone's
Yeah, I was gonna
there.
say. Seems like a lot of transfers being made to that third line. A lot of not so smooth transfers. I saw some wiggling going on, and I thought might get stacked there for a second. But Nick Seipel is going to lead that third line for now, as he's being pushed around by who else but David Flanagan, trying to find his way back to the front.
Look at that third line go. We got a car fading.
4 wide,
Fading
including
fast.
the lap traffic out here.
Still 3 wide going down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Still holding strong out here.
Yeah, Cody Nagels on what I would assume is his preferred line right now, the sandwich. He's being pushed around by Kyler Wynn, but that inside line of Garrett Maines and Nathan Harper's looking pretty strong as well. Oh, and a
little door action.
little shaky bump between Nick Seipel
Oh,
and
another
David
4
Flanagan.
wide stacking up now. People are going to get split here,
4
Kevin. It's going to
wide.
get dangerous.
Oh man, up into the wall.
Oh, it's still stacking up a little bit.
35 very briefly. Trevor Asmanoff, a heads-up move, checking up for
Oh
that.
boy, everyone trying
That's
to
gonna kill
maneuver
some
around
speed
that.
back there on that 4th line. Yeah.
And that 3rd line as well, going to lose a lot of speed over that one. Maybe not up there near the front, as the number 4, Nick Seipel's keeping up speed pretty well with those 2 inside lines. The rest of the guys behind him going to file it back up.
David Flanagan looking to split it again. Oh, and Seipel gives him a little bit of action.
I think Seipel might have thought he was clear up there for the push. Clearly he was not. And now they are 4 wide up there. 23 going for the pass. They're clear by
Flanagan
1, not clear by 2, and they're still 4 wide. Gonna file back down to 3.
Yeah, and that was, David Flanagan giving a little bit of the action that he received earlier, of just making the split, gaining a couple spots off of it.
Still all cycling through there, and that is a dangerous spot to be. Seemingly going to file back down to 3 wide now, once again. And boy, is the map separated, Kevin.
Yeah. We got guys losing the draft. We got guys out of the draft that are probably pretty happy they're out of the draft. Meaning they're probably going to be out of what kind of feels like it's coming, being this next incident.
And, 2 more laps around, Kevin, and we're going to be at that halfway point.
Oh
boy, things are getting shaky.
David Flanagan. Maybe Flanagan not happy
about
man,
it is
split.
Tight racing right now. Tension's so high you can cut it with a knife. You feel it. It's there, Kevin. It's there. They're 4 wide again, a couple rows back. Everyone trying to make it past that wall to get up there to those front couple rows.
Third line doing a little bit of leaning, led by David Flanagan, pushed by Nick Seipel. Landon Veliky back there on that 3rd line as well.
And there again, you see at that speed that 3rd line gets out of the backstretch. It is quite substantial, especially in these cars. And, oh, man, that is some crazy stack-ups there going into turn 3. Everybody's struggling to catch on to their lines there. Still 4 wide. Everybody's trying to take the right line. People are getting split. No one can decide a line. The 23 almost gets turned sideways. The 4's loose to 37. Holding on to it. Everyone's holding on to it. The 37 first again. Oh, and they're wrecking like shit.
Oh, man.
And carnage on the backstretch.
What a huge wreck.
The big one happens on lap 30.
We saw some lack of lifting where we should maybe have seen some lifting there, Luke. I'm not going to lie.
I'd have to agree, and I at least see a lot of names on the incident counter. Let's go back and see if we can break this one down a little bit. That one was a lot.
I'm seeing the 12 heavily involved. The 48 of Craig had heavily involved. Garrett Maines obviously heavily involved. Nick Seipel, David Flanagan. All of them went backwards and into the wall or each other during that one.
Let's go and watch this back in slow-mo right now. So, I mean, we saw it happening between that 3 and 4 wide. Checkup after checkup, everyone's bumping around. 37 gets loose there. The 4 does not lift, gives him a push after he's already loose, and it forces him even looser. Oh, man. Oh, man. When I see a couple good ARCA breaks there in that one as well.
Yeah, and
I saw.
we're four wide out here, and I know a lot of these guys are just trying to get through it, and obviously not thinking braking is the best way of doing so. So
I think we saw about at least half the field involved in that one, Kevin. But jumping back live out here, everyone's making their pit cycle through. And yeah, I too kind of wish we had the comms on for every race we broadcast. I think it brings an element of excitement to these races, but we understand.
you wanna go in and I want to talk to a driver or two about that one and see what they thought about that one with all the possible ARCA braking going on and lack of lifting. First guy I want to try to drag over Luke is Garrett Maines, who was at the heart of that one.
Yeah, bring him in. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Hey Garrett, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, we just wanted to bring you over and ask what you saw there. Kind of looked like from our end that you had an incredible save and then maybe a little bit of lack of lifting behind you caused what was a huge wreck. You want to talk us through that one?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew um, who to point the finger at on that one. All I know is I got driven through multiple times there. It's just, I mean, I don't know. That whole crash, usually your instinct would be to, like, use some brake to help try to bring the car back around. But I knew the situation. I just had to literally drive through it with my foot pinned to the floor. And I guess everybody behind me just had the same idea. Let's just keep our foot pinned to the floor until we wreck the whole field. So, um, yeah, that's frustrating. But I guess I should be thankful I have a faster pair and we're back out here and didn't lose too much track position, but with the way this thing is gridlocked, it's definitely upsetting to get hosed like that. So here we go.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you the best of luck in the next 30 laps of this thing. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be able to get the Wigan Water Technologies car back up to the front, but yeah, frustrating. Thank you.
Absolutely. Garrett Maines trying to work his way back to the front.
Yeah, definitely tough there for him. But he's still sitting in a
Look, there's
decent
also
spot.
definitely going to be some controversy on that one because the number 4 car of Nick Seipel has been given the EOL for that one. As we saw, that was who was, behind Garrett Maines there, and it was just a huge stack up.
You want to hear what he's got to say real quick? Is he in the channel?
I'll say, simply put, he's already in another conversation over the race comms.
I see.
Pleading his case, I'll say, but
Gotcha.
we're pacing around here one last time. The lights are off. And I gotta ask you, Luke, we heard Garrett talking about how it is very gridlocked out here. Track position matters a lot. Do you think guys that are sitting in the back right now have a good chance of getting their way to the front without the cautions?
I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, we saw that second and third line generating a lot of speed despite having too many vehicles. So, I mean, I'd say if you can get you a good draft partner or two together, even if you do fall off that main draft, I think you got a decent shot about making your way back up. But at the same time, you can't get too far off in case we don't see any more wrecks out here if these guys really do decide to get a good green flag stretch running. So it's going to be tough to say, and it's going to be tough to see what these guys can do. But pace car is making its way in, and we're going green out here once again at Talladega. Nathan Harper with the jump.
Yeah, Nathan Harper on the inside. Kyler went on the outside. We're going to be racing here with about 27 laps to go. assuming we don't have any green-white checkers. We are green out here for the 4th time of the evening.
Outside line with a good run, getting ready to go into turn 1. Kyler Wynn and Cody Nagels with a lot of speed. Maybe some trouble going on behind the first couple rows. They are already 3 wide back there.
Yeah, and the story of the night has been kind of, these shaky restarts where guys have even lost the draft a few times, so hoping they can sort it out. It looks like it's bridged out enough that, oh, and we are wrecking like shit!
Oh, man.
Oh, Nathan Harper,
Oh!
Kyler Wynn, both involved heavily.
Oh! Damn.
It's...
Back-to-back big ones out here. Right near the halfway point of this thing.
Yeah, and I think right away I'm going to be able to see who this one is going to be put on. But, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of damage on a lot of these cars out here, and this isn't the first incident. Looks like it was a case of Kyler Wynn maybe not being clear.
Whoa.
I don't know, Luke, what do you think? He was clear briefly, I'll give him that. He definitely was clear. I see a little bit of hesitation, though.
I can't tell if that's... Is it just me, or did, like... Are you watching the replay? Did, like, 4 of them blink off the front, like, during the wreck? Through the tri-oval?
Let me...
Like I mean, going back through the replay, like, near the front, they all just, like... Oh, there's a decent shot of it, jeez.
Yeah.
A lot of them were blinking out and stuff, so maybe a little bit of network issue, who knows? Either way, definitely a bad pile-up. A lot of guys struggling to get back up onto the track after that one. Looking at
no
it.
doubt. I mean, I'm looking at it. It doesn't look like too much blinking out on my end, so maybe possibly your end.
Maybe. Either way, William Scott deciding to stay out here as the rest of the field has made their way through the pits. And I just thought I'd let you know, Kevin, looking at the tower, I just passed you. Not too sure how that happened, but...
Give me half a second. I'm going to listen to the RC call here and get you a reading on who's going to be put at fault here. Well, I don't think any EOLs are going to be handed out. I'm not sure. We were explained, what we saw, that the 6 kind of got into the 82 there. And the 82 kind of just went sideways. But no black flags, or no EOLs have been handed out. Pacing around here, Luke, and it's going to be William Scott up there in the front alongside Chase Mastretta. Some different strategies being played out now. Thoughts on that?
You know, it's interesting to see what he's going to do out here. I'm not too sure when the last time he pit in here was. Let's go ahead and take a look. Looks like he last pit on lap 31. So, not too different of a pit strategy out here, but maybe going to be looking to save out here early on. I don't know. We'll have to see what he does.
Yeah, and all evening we've kind of been talking about the gridlock and, the same guy sitting up front, so this could be a very beneficial decision if it works out for him.
Maybe his chance to change that, get his way up there to the front. Either way, it's going to be about 23 laps to go when we go green out here, and it's definitely dwindling down.
Pace car is going to be coming in this time by. We're going to be racing with 23 to go. I'm into the back half of this race, seeing what these guys can do. We've seen plenty of action out here so far. Now it's going to be William Scott, seeing what he can do with his first taste of the front row. Green flag, and we are racing out here.
Here we go, and we see that separation just a couple rows back, and a tough start back there for that outside line.
Yeah, and you also got to wonder at this point in the race, look, if some of these cars are damaged. I know the damage models on a lot of these incidents are just, bad startup speed, even if you can, reach those high speeds. Regardless, we're going to see some transfers from the outside to the inside. Nathan Harper opts to come in, as Cody Nagels is going to continue to push around the 167 of William Scott. We saw Cody's front bumper get nicked there on the last incident, but doesn't seem like it's too bad because he was able to keep his track position and seemingly keep his speed, as he's going to transfer up in front of the 21 of Chase Mastretta. They've got to run.
And look at that third line.
Third line's working, second line's working. It seems like that inside's kind of getting left to dry out here. But the two transfers come in of Cody and Chase. Maybe get them back up to speed. Oh, and William Scott.
Coming down low. Going down the backstretch, losing speed fast. Coming back up onto the track, and some net code. Oh, man. And oh boy, causes a bit of a stack up there, and there's a separation of the pack we've been talking about all night.
And caution flag is out. And it looks like it's going to be in between Flanagan and...
I'm reading Danny
Barnes.
Barnes.
Danny Barnes. Yeah, Flanagan, Barnes, and then I'm also seeing the 88 involved Eric White. Just a big old second row stack up from what I'm seeing, Luke. Let's take a look.
Watching the overhead of Danny Barnes, and oh, what in the world? It's almost
my reaction.
It's almost like the 23 just hit an air wall there going into the turn. Let's maybe go in the onboard of the 23 and see if we can get an idea of what happened there. David Flanagan.
Little shotgun netcode there, Luke. I've only used that term a couple times. I've only seen it a couple times, but one of those things. where he kind of just gets launched backwards, and no one really knows what causes it. No one really knows how to avoid it. It's just kind of there.
And definitely unfortunate for the guys behind him. Involved there is going to take us to our 5th caution of the afternoon.
Yeah, and you want to get Danny Barnes over here and see what he has to say about that one?
Yeah, bring him on in, Kevin.
Hey, Danny, you guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we just wanted to bring you on over and ask what you saw from your view on that one, because from our view, it looks like David just hit an invisible barrier, and there was really nothing to do there.
That was the old shotgun net code right there. Big
Ah,
time.
that's what we were thinking. Just making sure because definitely an unfortunate one with
Yeah.
no one to blame.
Yeah, there was no one to blame on that one. No one did anything wrong. It was just that damn shotgun net code.
Absolutely. Well, assuming you have your fast repair, and
do
needing
not.
it, how's the damage looking then?
And 1 minute, I'll be out of here in a minute.
Okay, so still in this race, we gotta ask though. We've seen some shaky restarts towards the back of the pack. How are you gonna try to get around that and stay in the main draft at least?
Just survive. That's all I can do is survive.
Absolutely, and I couldn't give you any better tips than just to do that. So, good luck to you, Danny, and good luck to the team out here.
All right, I appreciate it.
That was Danny Barnes. Got a minute of damage he can clear up and probably stay on the lead lap out here. Unfortunate that did happen because no one really to blame for that one, but name of the game is survival out here, Luke.
And it's going to be tough to see what he can do to try to make his way back up here to the front. As still got a little while to pace around, so some time to make up for him, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the laps are dwindling here, Luke. We're gonna be in the teens to go here when we go green. You really got to start thinking about track position, and I mean, with all the pacing we're seeing, I would say William Scott's strategy wasn't that bad, but he kind of faded towards the back there and was kind of to the right of that incident. So unfortunate for him, but I think if you're among the likes of Chase Mistretta, Kyler Wynn, just any of those guys, Trevor Asmanoff, any of those guys sitting up front, I think you're in a good spot.
And the lap's starting to dwindle down out here. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys do out here to put themselves in a good position here. Light's going to be off the pace car this time, and they're going to file up too wide now.
Well, Luke, it's looking like top 10 is going to be Azronoth, Mistretta, Wynn, Smith, Falkingham, Ward, Ray, Patton, Nagels, and Hennings as we go forward into this race. Pace car is going to be coming in. It's going to be the command of Chase Mistretta here on the inside line. Green flag, here we go. Racing once again here in the season opener of the MMS Big Dog Little Dog series. Transfers are being made towards the front already. It's Trevor Asbernoth left out to dry, but gonna slip in front of Axel Smith, making a tight hole there. We're now single file through the front 5 or 6. And now we're single file through even more as a couple of the guys are trying to side draft their way up on that second line. Oh!
Oh my fucking lord.
Hell.
And I mean, I just saw someone on the hood of their car. Oh my god. Matthew Patton goes for a fucking whirl.
Patton's hard into it and Brian Henning's hard into it. As Patton tried to go down in front of Nick Seipel, not quite clear. Gonna leap back up a little bit and just boom.
Yeah, we heard the blown motor there when he made contact with the wall. That's likely going to be a tow for him, unfortunately.
Yeah, and unfortunate for us, it's back to Payson out here.
Yeah, you know, as much as I love seeing Payson, Kevin, I'm much more of a fan of racing, as you know.
I do not blame you at all.
Who you got your money on here, Kevin? Who you got?
I don't know. I mean, we've seen some guys that we haven't been talking about because they've slowly been making up positions like Malik Ray and Daniel Falkingham. But you got the guys like, I mean, Kyler Wynn's been up there the majority of the race. We've talked about him all evening. Chase Mistretta's been up there for a good handful of laps. Nick Seipel's made his way back up there. Cody Nagels made his way back up there. I think I'm going to go with one of the guys that's been towards the front more in this race. They have a better understanding of what this front's felt like throughout this race. So if I had to choose somebody, I'm going to go Cody Nagels. He's had a great race.
Yeah, definitely not a bad pick. Gonna have to see if he can
Yourself.
get her done. You know, if I had to take a pick, I'm gonna go with the man himself, Trevor Asbernoff. He seems to prove time and time again that he's able to make those last-minute decisions and make his way up there to the front. I think he's got what it takes tonight.
Not a bad pick. Luke pacing the laps away here. It looks like it's going to be 20 or 13 to go when we go green here, so not the most amount of racing left, but definitely enough for guys from the back to get to the front, guys from the front to possibly go to the back.
Yeah, and the laps are starting to dwindle down out here. We're about to be within the top 10 laps to go out here, and it's definitely going to make for a scary one just off of what we've seen, I got to imagine, Kevin. At least that's my guess.
Pace car is in. It's going to be the command, this time of the 21 car of Chase Mastretta. Green flag, here we go. Mastretta, Ray, front row. Axel Smith opting to drop low behind Daniel Falkingham. Every restart, look, we've kind of seen a 5 or 6 car breakaway for a few car lengths on that first half of the lap. Oh, and the caution flies once again. You gotta wonder what that one's for.
You know, just taking a look through the report, I'm not seeing anything on the log. Any word from the fellas?
Just, I'm waiting for a word. Well, I'm hearing it's an iRacing generated caution.
I see. How interesting.
I'm hearing it's on the 888 of Bobby Rachel.
So Bobby Rachel.
Bobby Rachel.
Let's take a look. Oh, I see. He got loose below the line by himself. He was all by himself in the wreck, but probably could have kept going, to be honest.
Yeah, and like I said, it was an iRacing generated caution, so
Unfortunate,
definitely,
but either way.
yeah, definitely not one that they intended to be thrown, but regardless, that's going to be caution number 7 out here and take us into single-digit laps. And how about the team between Axel, Kyler, and Chase sitting 1, 2, 5 right now?
Not a bad spot for them to be at, no doubt.
No, very dominant spot right now. Well, we got nothing better to do, Luke. How about we get team captain Axel Smith in here and talk us through what his team has to do to continue the success. Hey, Axel, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
Hey, man, it's looking good for the team right now. You guys are running 1-2-5. Thought I'd bring the captain over here and ask, what it's got to take for you guys to finish in such a good position and lead the standings going into week 2.
Yeah, at this point right now, if we finish how we are right now, we're obviously going to be leading the championship points. We really just need to stay up front, try to control the lines, If we just do that, we can at least get everybody top 5 finish, Just keep it like that. We need to... I'm not going to give too much info, but this is a fuel race right now, so we're going to be working with that too, so... It's going to be tough, but it's 10 laps to go. We got all of our cars in the top 5. We're in a good spot here.
Absolutely, and I gotta imagine the plethora of cautions is helping whatever fuel situation you guys are in. So I wish you guys the best of luck as a team, and best of luck to you, Axel.
Thank you.
That was Axel Smith, team captain of him, Chase Mastretta and Kyler Wynn, who are running very strong right now, Luke.
Yeah, definitely not a bad spot for them to be in, especially if the lap counter is going to be at 9 when we go green. Getting ready to round turn 4, maybe for the last time out here. Who knows? Kyler Wynn with the jump, and Chase Mastretta blinking completely out, getting ready to go across the tri-oval.
Oh man, this is gonna be green flag, and how about Daniel Falkingham being gifted that position?
And there's Chase back up there up front again. He's back out of nowhere. Blinks back into existence.
Like a bat out of hell, he's back, and I mean, he's in a very odd position because I'd imagine a big ol' run's gonna be made on him here soon.
And here they come.
Falkingham gonna make the move to the top. Oh, and the
Oh,
huge
the
wreck
C's part behind him.
due to the differences of speed.
Oh my fucking lord.
Oh my goodness, and the big one, part 2. I mean, I see a couple cars that avoided it, Luke.
Goodness. Yet another one, Kevin.
It's gonna be teammates kind of being at the front of that one. Axel Smith having to check up because of the big speed difference, like I said, of him and Chase Mastretta in the 28, not really getting the memo fully of Malik Ray, and Malik Ray is going to be able to get through unscathed, but unfortunately, the same cannot be said for Chase Mastretta or for Axel Smith or Trevor Asburnoff, your pick.
Oh man, and look at that. A lot of smoke, a lot of cars facing the wrong directions.
A lot of ugly scenes here at Talladega.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
A lot of archer braking, I'm sure, too.
Oh, no doubt. Either way, it's going to make the laps even shorter out here and dwindle it down even further.
Well, you know, Luke, the guy I want to talk to now is Daniel Falkingham, who's found his way to the front of this field after starting not really towards the front of the field.
Yeah, he's made his way up there to the front.
Hey, Dan, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Hey boys, how we doing?
Man, doing great. What a decision there to, kind of not check up on the run that you guys had on Chase, but rather go high, and the field kind of collapsed behind you. You want to talk us through what you saw there and what was probably your rearview mirror?
Yeah, so first, I saw Chase was in front of me, and then he wasn't, he disappeared, so that made me the control car. So then I went as the leader, and then as soon as the green came out, he reappeared, so he had a big lead on everybody. So that allowed me to just get a big run on him, and then I saw Kyler on the outside was coming, so I just took the top, went around him, and then I guess they didn't realize, or Axel or whoever was behind him didn't realize how fast they were going, and they just everyone just checked up on one another's bumper, and it just set off an accordion effect, and they wrecked, and we were ahead of it. So we've been pretty thankful, pretty lucky to get to where we are, because we've been stuck in the back most of the race, just trying to play catch up, because every time I've been on a restart, we lose the draft, and then we'd catch back up, then the yellow comes out. So I'm even lucky to be in this spot right now, but thankfully we got shot to win this thing. We got the most fuel out of everybody up here, so right now we're sitting pretty.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you the best of luck as a team and as a driver to get it done out here, Dan.
I appreciate it, boys.
Appreciate you. That was Daniel Falkingham, currently sitting in the lead with what will be 6 laps to go out here.
And boy, like you said, the laps dwindled down out here, and it's going to make for a very scary ending to the race out here. Just off of what we've seen so far, we've seen a lot of wrecks, and I imagine the cars that are still standing out here can't be in the best condition.
Yeah, Luke, and the EOL is going to be unfortunately handed to Malik Ray in the 28 car. The ruling was unable to see the checkup that, Axel started checking up for Chase, and then just a little bit of a stack up there. What are your thoughts on that decision?
You know, it's an interesting one. I don't know. It's going to be tough to see what happens here as the race goes on out here. What about you?
Well, it's a weird one because, honestly, you could even blame the 21 car Chase Mastretta for that. He was going over 5 miles an hour slower than the field. And, I feel like more times than not, that's going to be a disaster when they catch up to him, no matter, who's in the car behind them.
Yeah, I agree. Just the two different speeds just doesn't end well.
Regardless, lights are off. We're going to be 5 to go here. When we go green, it's going to be Daniel Falkingham, and it's going to be Kyler Wynn on the front row.
Pace car is going to be making its way in this time.
And I'd like to point out Trevor Asmanoff's still out there, a little beaten up it looks, but all in all, still on 4 wheels.
getting ready to go green. It's going to be 5 laps to go. Here we go.
Green flag, a good jump by Daniel Falkingham. Chase Mastretta in pursuit. As they're both going to be able to clear that outside. Both going to take it as they kind of fade together. Kyler Wynn getting in front of Cameron Craighead barely making that one work. Mastretta drops. Falkingham's going to have to stay up, and he is just waiting for Kyler Wynn to catch him. Five laps to go out here. These guys are doing anything they can. Three wide behind the first 5. Oh, and
They're bumping around. They're slipping and sliding. Barely holding on. Everyone's trying to hold their
gets in
speed.
the back quarter of Asvernoff, and that was almost dangerous, Luke.
Yeah, and that sure was. Looking squirrely there. Everyone holds together.
Cameron Craighead pushing that inside line with everything he's got. Kyler Wynn pushing Falkingham on that second line. They seem to have the edge, but how about that third line led by Cody Nagels? Starting to find some momentum, starting to find some speed. The McCullough's behind them. Oh, and we're 4 wide now. As the Wonder Bread car is going to get a huge run. Josh McCullough trying to find his way all the way to the front on that 4th line up there. Woo, we are racing hard now, Luke.
Off we go, Kevin. They sure are, and oh boy.
John Ward deciding between the 3rd and the 4th line. Oh, and he gets into Garrett Maines a little bit. Both of them hold it. Ooh, and the 31 car with a very risky move.
Oh man.
They're all bumping around. They're all shaking around. Who to go here? This time by. Second line is going to be led by Logan York as they're getting a good run pushed by Garrett Maines. Daniel Falkingham holding that inside line where he's deeming it safest. Kind of fading back to 3 wide. The 4th line's still working towards the back, but John Ward's going to give it a shot now. They're trying to get around to the white flag. Kyler Wynn fakes up, comes back down. Falkingham kind of.
Oh, they're bumping around. They're wrecking like shit behind them.
Like hell, and the caution's gonna fly right before they can get to the line.
Oh man.
That was some very, very hard racing.
And we almost saw him there.
It's going to be a green-white checkered, 1 of 3. I have to go back and see what happened on that incident, though, Luke.
Yeah, and just going back and taking a look, we saw it happen about midway through there.
Looks like it's going to start by John Ward, maybe. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, yep.
Ooh. Some wicked netcode on John Ward, I think. Unless he's deciding to turn his wheel all the way left. Can we watch that back just from... Yeah, this will work because... I mean, what got him sideways?
Whole bunch of air, Kevin. Whole bunch of air, I guess.
The second time tonight, we're wondering what is causing these.
And it's tough to say, Kevin.
Axel Smith involved in the incident earlier. He's trying to work his way up, but how about the two teammates that he drafted, Kyler Wynn and Chase Mastretta, sitting 1-2 right now?
Kyler Wynn and Chase Mastretta going to be with the choice of the lead here on this first green-white checkered.
Lights are off on the pace car. That means they're pacing around for the last time of this caution, possibly the last time of the evening, as we're on green-white checkered number 1. They just got to get around one clean time, then they will run it out if we get to the white flag. In turns 3 and 4, it's going to be Kyler Wynn and Chase Mastretta teammates on the front row. Then it's going to be Daniel Falkingham, Cameron Craighead, second row. Then it's going to be Logan York and Sean Corbett on the third row.
Pace car making
Pace
its
car's
way in.
You got this one.
Here we go. Maybe for the last time tonight, Kyler Wynn with the choice of the lead. Approaching the Geico restart zone. And green, green, green. Here we go.
Once again, a good jump for this outside line this time. It seems like Chase Mastretta, not giving Kyler Wynn as much room as we've seen that inside line get right off the jump. Side by side going through turns 1 and 2. It's going to be a push off here. Pushing 3 deep on both sides. Who can do it better? Chase Mastretta and Kyler Wynn trying to hold off anybody that wants to push through. But how about Falkingham clearing himself and Kyler as they're going to think about going up?
White flag. This time
Falkingham's
by.
getting split.
3 wide. There it is. White flag in the air, and they're 3 wide going across the front stretch. Going through turns
it's a
3 and
tight
1.
3 wide. Logan York opts to go into the middle with Daniel Falkingham on a huge bump, and it seems to work as that outside line led by Chase Mastretta is quickly fading now.
Huge
Daniel
speed by that
Falkingham.
second line.
Huge run here.
Third line just doesn't quite have it, trying to get as much side draft as they can. One decides to file in. He doesn't see the speed there. It's the 7 or the 37. Everyone trying to fight and make their move. Daniel Falkingham currently with his nose up in the front. Logan Scott
Huge
on his
run.
door.
By the second line.
It's going to be a photo finish. Here it is. Door to door. Logan
Oh.
Scott.
Logan York is going to win it.
Ah, it's York.
It's York, but he's an idiot, so he's on
Oh
the
my
wrong account.
god.
And someone gets killed. By 6,000ths of a second, Logan York's going to win over Daniel Falkingham.
Oh boy. Let's go back and take a look at how close that one actually was. Woo! Boy.
Great win for Logan York. A great finish for Falkingham and Seipel, who had an up and down day each. Whew.
And looky there. There it is. And what a win for Logan York.
And looking at your official results, it's going to be Logan York, Daniel Falkingham, Nick Seipel, Kyler Wynn, Sean Corbett, Garrett Maines, Cody Nagels, Cameron Craig ahead, Michael Wingo, Brock Westmoreland in your top 10. And I'm just waiting to get some of the guys over for some interviews. Hell, I'll just start dragging them out of their calls they're currently in. And go ahead and drag on over Logan York to talk him through how this race went. Hey Logan, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey man, what a race and what a finish. We saw a lot of cautions throughout this one, and I mean, it was almost a battle to see who could keep their car the cleanest. You want to talk us through how you're able to put yourself in a position there in the green-white checkered to get the win out here?
Yeah, I wanted to stay at the front the whole race, but sadly I got a speeding penalty midway through, and sent me to the back, and I was just kind of trying to bide my time. I made it 4 wide a couple times to try to get to the front, but it ended up being all the wrecks that happened, got through them, and at the end, I just wanted, I saw they went above Falkingham on the third line, but I figured if I went with Falkingham, I'd be able to push them before they get clear, and then yeah, just side drafting Falk at the end. It was mostly thanks to Nick, who gave me a push there at the end. Yeah, it was great fun.
Absolutely, a great race for you and a great race for a lot of the guys I hear. I gotta ask, I mean, it seems like this could be some momentum looking into one of the biggest iRacing events of the year. I'd imagine you're going to be racing the SummerSlam this weekend?
No, I'm going on vacation That week, I will not be there, sadly. It'll be fun to watch.
Absolutely. Well, great win for you tonight here, Logan. Congratulations to you and the team. A great way to start the season. Anyone like to shout out before we get you out of here?
I want to thank Nick for the push there. That was a great push. I want to thank all the competitors that come out and make the race possible. Give Money Racing some eyes. Thank all the promoters that put this racing on. I want to thank Kenny and the McCullough boys for putting this together, putting the series together. I want to thank you guys for broadcasting. I want to thank everyone that watches. And I want to thank my teammate, Eric White. I would thank my other teammate, Kenny Real, but he's too good for us, so he didn't show up. That's it.
Absolutely. Too good for us all. It's Kenny Real. What a shame. But congratulations, Logan.
Thank you very much.
That was Logan York getting the win out here in the season opener with the Little Dog Big Dog series. Next I want to get in is Daniel Falkingham. Hey, Dan, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, man, it's been a while since we talked. How about that finish? I mean, there for a second, it looked like you were getting split, but then it comes to 31, and you guys got a huge run off that middle line, and you're able to clear to the bottom, and he took it, and he got you by 6,000ths of a second. You gonna talk us through that last lap?
Yeah, I thought I had it covered because Logan gave me the shot I needed come to the white because I know Chase took me 3, or I don't know if he got forced to go 3, but he went through on me, so I lost my help, but Logan thankfully came with me, and that allowed us to get a run off of turn 2, and I was able to get clear of Kyler. So I dropped down, and I thought I had the race right there, but Logan had a heck of a shove from Nick coming out of turn 4. And I thought it was still enough because, like, we had more cars lined up on the bottom, and Kyler was glued to me. But Sipple, he never left Logan's bumper from when he was off turn 4, and he just stayed glued. Kyler barely just got off my bumper as we hit the tri-oval, and I think that was the difference right there. But yeah, shame we couldn't get the win first race out, but not gonna complain. It was a pretty messy race, and we had to, like I was telling you guys, we had to claw back from a lot this race. We had to fight back for it seemed like the entire first half until we could finally get in position in the second half of the race. So not gonna complain too much. There's always next week to try to get ourselves locked in later on, but hey, for tonight, I'm definitely happy with the P2.
Absolutely. A great clawback and P2 finishes. Very good start to the season for you. I gotta ask, we got one of the biggest iRacing events coming up this weekend of the year. Does this give you a little bit of momentum going into the SummerSlam?
I hope so. I know it's a way different car than what we're going to be racing tonight. What we race tonight. So, but I mean, I've been on a pretty good roll this week. We won a recruitment race for the Slam last night. Had a good run tonight. I was hoping we could pull it off tonight as well. But hey, still taking P2. But right now I'm feeling good. We got our heat race on Saturday afternoon, and then we got the duel later that night. Then the race on Sunday. So hopefully we can make through the heats and the duels with no issues, and then we can go chase that belt on Sunday. But hopefully, so far we've been having a good week so far, and hopefully we can keep it going all the way to this weekend.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you coming by and talking to us, Dan. Congratulations on the P2 finish.
Thanks, Kevin. I just want to shout out real quick. You guys broadcasting. Yeah, thank you guys broadcasting. Thanks to Kenneth, excuse me, for putting this stuff on. Thanks to everyone who comes on races, and I got to shout out my teammates for this series this time around. Mark Vondell and Matthew Patton. I know they had pretty rough nights, but I was almost able to bring it home for them. But like I said, we'll try again next week. But yeah, just shout out those guys for picking me up for this series for this season. And yeah, that's about it.
Absolutely, we appreciate it. It's going to be a fun season.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
Thanks. That was Daniel Falkingham getting it done with a P2 finish out here, Luke. And the last interview I'd like to get in is our P3 finisher, Nick Seipel. Hey, Nick, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, man, what a race! It was definitely not lacking in the excitement, at least from our end. It started early with you, unfortunately getting an EOL on an incident involved with mains, and then it was a claw back to the front for you. And there at the end, I mean, you were able to give Logan a huge shot there at the end and get him to the front and get yourself into a podium position. You want to talk us through how that race went?
It was very up and down. Got wrecked. I'm gonna say twice. Got wrecked twice, 2 or 3 times. Had to take the passenger there. I don't remember what lap. It was a big wreck down the back though. And yeah, it was definitely a claw to the front. This is more next gen feeling. It's super hard to move through the field. everything seems very slow paced. But yeah, I was able to get up through there and give Logan a push, and congrats to him for winning.
Absolutely, and a great start to your season out here. Getting a podium finish to start things off. Does that kind of give you some momentum looking forward, not only into the big race we have coming up this weekend, but also into this series coming up next Wednesday?
I mean, it always feels good to finish well in cash. But I mean, it's to be expected. This is kind of my goal every race, and I'm doing it more and more than I ever have. So, um, yeah, just got to keep it going and hopefully do good this weekend.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on the podium finish out here in the season opener. You'd like to shout out before we get you out of here?
My MMS teammates, that's Sean Wiggins and that's Nash Umbrella. I'm not sure where they ended up finishing. I think they got wrecked a couple times there. We're a little bit more unfortunate than I was. But yeah, it'll be fun running with them throughout the season. Thank you guys as well.
Absolutely. We appreciate it, and congratulations, Nick.
Thank you.
That was Nick Seipel getting a P3 finish out here after winning the push off there at the line between him and Kyler. What a race, Luke. What a start to the season.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Kevin. It was an exciting one, and I had a blast watching it as always. And it was a very exciting one, Kevin, and it was a good win for Logan York out there. What'd you think of it?
I thought we could have done without a couple of those incidents towards the end, but I mean, we saw very extensive four wide racing out here. We saw very tight racing towards the front and towards the back, all throughout the 60 laps, and I don't think we could have asked for much more to start off this season.
I gotta agree. It was an exciting race, and before we head on out of here, everyone, make sure you cheer on Kevin out there at the PGR Summer Slam. He's gonna be out there representing ninth gear. Anything else?
You reckon your favorite driver?
Of course. Anything else we got to add before we get things wrapped up out here tonight, Kevin?
Yeah, schedule's pretty open. I know next Wednesday we'll be back with the Little Dog Big Dog series. It's gonna be Xfinity at Atlanta, so that's gonna be a fun one.
Definitely gonna be
A little bit different than what we're used to, but definitely gonna be a fun one. Huge thanks to Kenny for having us, all the guys at McCullough Motorsports, for putting this on. Huge thanks to everyone that came out and raced, and huge thanks to the viewers.
Yeah, you about